hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. It's Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So, today we are talking about comedian Corey Holcomb on his 5150 Nation show. This past week, he came for Stephen A. Smith, you guys, and spoke about how some of the black analysts in corporate media are, basically, picking and choosing who they want to go in on, but collectively continue to trash black people, right? So let's take a moment and listen to some of Corey Holcomb's comments regarding Stephen A. Smith, and then we are going to react, you guys.
I want America to know this about Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has a very unique job. He is the voice of the racist corporate world at ESPN. They pay him well to say and speak in the racist voice. That's why he laughs at us. Nothing happens to Stephen A. Smith when he disrespects black people. He does not get in trouble for this. Have you noticed this? This is the same people that wanted Kyrie to apologize who employ Stephen A. Smith. I don't think there's never been a time in history where a man can say so much negative things about black people and take up for people like Jerry Jones, and there is no repercussions for what he do. This Stephen A. Smith's presence in the world is proof as black people we don't really have a militia or people who ride for us. I bet Stephen A. Smith has not been approached about anything he's done to discredit and shame black people as he does such a well job of on ESPN, because ESPN is egging him on to do it. Charles Barkley is being egged on to talk about black people. He married somebody white and he bragged on his daughter marrying somebody white. I'm not saying just because he married somebody white, he's a racist, but Charles Barkley is a self-hating motherfucker. Shaq has proven himself to be someone who has bought into this corporate game where they have made sure Shaq understands you have to say and discredit and bring encouraging thoughts about certain black people on television. They won't get fired for this. This is how they do. That's why they do it. Their Caucasian boss tell them, listen, we need you to talk about Kyrie. We need you to take up for Jerry Jones. He was young at the time. Okay, boss, I'm going to go say something good. Don't worry about it. I'm going to put it together. And he went on there and he took up for Jerry Jones. We can look at Jerry Jones. We know when Jerry Jones had a problem with his players kneeling, and he said it. He threatened them not to kneel. You know what I'm saying? That's a racist. That's a racist, and people are scared to call them for who they are because, you know what I'm saying? There's repercussions for that. About bitch ass Stephen A. Stephen A wants to be accepted by black people. See, he got money from ESPN, but he wants to floss around us. We should never have any type of party, gathering, hangout spot where we are around a Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith should be uncomfortable around black people because he talks about black people. Listen, man, I ain't seen nothing wrong with Kaepernick or Kyrie where they need to get talked about the way he talked about them. Yeah. But Jerry Jones, here's a man in a mob. That's a mob that Jerry Jones was standing in. And he took up for him. Yeah. He should be afraid to be around black people after that. But we don't have an organization or a leader that's in power that will guide us the right way. I don't know why people don't see that, because I always catch people saying, what black people need to do. Listen, man, black people are captured people that are in this land, and they have written laws and hired covert law enforcement and other things that happen in courthouses that justify everything done that's wrong to black people. And Stephen A. Smith gets to ride that surfboard by talking about black people because his Caucasian bosses have given him the okay to do so.
So there is a lot to unpack. Again, this was from Corey Holcomb's 5150 show that aired earlier last week. And his comments basically on Stephen A. Smith, not really condemning Jerry Jones, basically, saying we need to give him grace. He was age so and so at the time. And it has a lot of people outraged. It has a lot of people upset. I think even Stephen A responded the following day saying that he has a podcast to where he will specifically address black podcasters that come for him and everything else, which I'm assuming he is going to address Corey Holcomb at some point in time. But here's the thing, you guys. Here is the thing. Why is anybody shocked? Why is anybody shocked? How many times do you guys watch these sports shows in particular, you guys, and look at who they criticize and who they come down on all the time and who they basically treat with kid gloves, you guys? So, basically in summary, Corey's saying, hey, these are puppets. That's what he is calling Stephen A. That is what he's calling Shaq. That is what he's calling Charles Barkley. He is calling them puppets in the media who are basically getting paid to bash the black athlete and bash black people, and there won't be repercussions. And if there are any white counterparts that do the same or worse, they are not going to be held accountable, or there will be minimal to no reporting on them. And here's the thing, there's several issues and there's several layers here to this. I did not like Stephen A's comments in regards to Jerry Jones. I mean, here's the thing. You are in a picture for, trying to block a desegregation. You're in the midst of the crowd. You know exactly what is taking place. Jerry Jones has never changed his stance on race. If you pay attention to the comments that he makes, which Corey referenced, of course, his thoughts on kneeling in support of Colin Kaepernick, how there would be consequences and people would be threatened and potentially lose their jobs or be fined. So this isn't new information as far as how Jerry Jones moves, right? And a lot of the Kyrie stuff, it's funny because how hard people went for Kyrie Irving, and you would think that Amazon, with all the backlash, would say, hey, let me take down this movie. Let me take down these documentaries off of the platform because, this is causing so much outrage, right? But no, not only are they not taking those videos and books and whatever else that is associated with this, is they are not doing anything, you guys. And they came out and publicly basically said, hey, it's freedom of speech. We're not doing anything. Yet Kyrie is the one who got attacked because he was the one who basically retweeted it, you guys. Basically retweeted the link to the documentary. And, essentially people went in, but they went in even further when Kyrie basically doubled down, in the media. And that's why we're here. And it's funny, you guys, because if you guys pay attention to a lot of the media this week and even some of the players, some of them are kind of backtracking and walking back how hard they were going on Kyrie. And they're using this Jerry Jones situation as a scapegoat, you guys. They're using this Jerry Jones situation as a scapegoat. And my thing is, if you were riding this hard for Kyrie, why didn't you ride this hard for him a long time ago when he was suspended, when he was being condemned then? Why do you wait until after the smoke blows over and somebody else is caught up in a scandal and then you want to come out and puff your chest and say something? Like, make it make sense, you guys. Make it make sense. But I am not surprised by Stephen A. Smith's comments. None of you should be. Stephen A. and Corey Holcomb have a history. Corey always tells the story where they were in Chicago, I believe, and either at a restaurant or something of the sort. And basically, Stephen A. basically said that he has to say the things that he has to say on ESPN, basically to make his, the people happy. But then, like Corey said at the end of the clip that I played for you guys, Stephen A. wants to be down. He wants to be down with the black people when it's all said and done, but you're saying reckless things on national television. You're saying reckless things about black people that shows you're not really down. And that you're willing to say anything about black people if it gets you millions of dollars. And that's not what, it's about, you guys. That is not what, you should not have to sell your soul or quote unquote sell out just to keep a check, just to keep yourself famous, just to keep your name out there. You should be able to unapologetically articulate your true thoughts and opinions on certain matters, specifically pertaining to race, specifically pertaining to certain issues that affect negatively the black community, and not be afraid to lose your job. Not be afraid of what the consequences of that are. But the problem is, some of these people are caught up in the millions of dollars that they are getting to say and do anything that they do not want to lose that exposure. They do not want to lose that clout. They do not want to lose those millions of dollars that they are receiving to talk reckless about black people. So they double down, they say whatever, they receive the backlash, and either some try to acquiesce or walk some of it back, or some of them still try to double it down, knowing daggone well Black Twitter's coming for you and has been coming for you, right? And what makes it worse is there have been plenty of times where there's also been white co-hosts on First Take with Stephen A. Smith who were giving more, profound and sound opinions about, that were very nuanced and articulated appropriately, that were in defense of black people compared to what Stephen A. Smith was saying, you guys. And that's the part that is very disturbing and disappointing, is that, as we're seeing, more black people, more people of color in the sports media having these platforms, having these shows, having these opportunities to speak their minds and say their true thoughts, they're basically bashing a lot of the black people. So how can we take them seriously? How can we see them at the family reunion or at the cookout or whatever, knowing the foolishness that we see them say on TV, you guys? And that's just really the premise of it all. Corey Holcomb obviously has not been here for Stephen A. Smith for a while. And like I said, they have a little bit of a history and things of that nature. Because I think also Corey said that Stephen A. used to quote him on his shows and things of that nature until he couldn't anymore. Until Corey was telling too much truth and Stephen A. stopped that. So there is that. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think of Corey Holcomb's comments on, Stephen A. and Charles Barkley and Shaq basically being paid puppets to bash black people, and that they didn't want to condemn Jerry Jones? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.